Hello, and welcome back to something about the KGB. Hello, and welcome back to MKGP. It's been a while. This isn't going on my main channel, obviously, but I just thought I'd give a little off-the-cuff Christmas video and give some life and channel updates at the end of the video. So if you're interested in that, stick around. Yeah. So this is a video about the Little Drummer Boy, which is a Christmas carol, Christmas hymn, something like that, that I have some personal issues with, as you could probably tell from the, blazing title that I gave this. But if you think about it, the Little Drummer Boy is a self-insert fan fiction. And I say that because the person who wrote it was literally a music teacher who did percussion as well. So it's like, I am putting myself in this nativity story and just selling it off is like perfectly true there. What I find most funny about it is that it was made in the 1940s, and some people have like just accepted it into the Christmas canon. Because you can find like nativity scenes with the Little Drummer Boy in the picture. So that's basically saying that you were there for the birth of Christ, and a lot of people just believe the song considering there's nativity scenes with this. But imagine doing that for like any other historical event. Yeah, I was there during the fall of Rome. Or like, hey, there's me at the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Or like, oh yeah, that was me. I was there playing the flute during the parade after the liberation of Paris. Honestly, this sort of reminds me of those I Survived novellas that used to be around. Maybe they still make them. I don't know. They probably ran out of catastrophic, traumatic events to make books about. But anyway, The Little Drummer Boy just reminds me of this because it's like putting yourself into just these like situations where you definitely weren't in there. And all of those are like really just historical fiction books about like kids who were supposedly there, but really they weren't. I guess in the nativity scene, there's not really anything to like, survive. Unless the Little Drummer Boy survived the infant massacre afterwards. That would be something else. I survived King Herod's infant massacre after the birth of Christ. There you go. That's an I Survived book right there. Just make it about the Little Drummer Boy. A bunch of Herod's troops come in, massacre all the infants, and the Little Drummer Boy is just going down to Egypt with Joseph and Mary. Another thing that kind of gets me about this song is how did the kid hear about the birth of Christ? Since in the actual story, angels go to a bunch of shepherds and they say, hey, there's this new king that's been born, you should go see him. The shepherds do, but then later some guys called the Magi go along and go see Jesus because of the star in the east. So how did this kid hear about it? Since in the lyrics, it says that the Magi, the people bringing him gifts, were basically just like, hey, come along. But like, were they really saying that to like everybody they came across? All the like little boys were just like going along with them with their like drums, just following along the Magi. But it is weird that he would be the only one there. Anyway, so one last thing. I wanted to check out the Genius Lyrics analysis for this song. Trust me, it's hilarious. So there are 2 bits of analysis in here. One of them is about the wise men and them bringing gold, frankincense, and myrrh, all of which would have been rather expensive, which, I mean, if you're bringing gifts for a king, gotta be up there in price. But then, in verse 3, there's a little highlight next to, then he smiled at me, pa-rum-pa-bum-bum. and the analysis says, normally infants cannot smile on purpose right away, not until around 6 weeks or so. As this is the baby Jesus, he can miraculously smile. Which, I mean, I never thought of. I don't know if that was the author's intention for this part, but something about that, the way that they're just like, actually, infants can't smile, but because this is Jesus, he can. Which, I mean, yes, Jesus is perfectly God and perfectly man, but just something about Jesus defying the laws of human development to smile at the little drummer boy is just something that, I don't know, it just makes me laugh a lot. So, there it is, The Little Drummer Boy, the self-insert fan fiction that includes a lot of heresy and making up stuff about the birth of Jesus that just never happened. But it's not an entirely bad song. I mean, I kind of like the Justin Bieber version where he like devolves into a complete rap in there, but that was just a little musical foray into what will probably be the only Christmas special this year. That's right. I'm sorry, guys. Probably not any more uploads until next year, maybe even after that. But that brings me into some things I want to say about the main channel. I'm going to be honest. I don't think I'm going to be posting anytime soon. Like, I know. It's sad to hear, but every promise that I've made to like post has sort of, been broken, obviously, since I'm not sure when the last update video was, but I don't think that I had reached very many of those goals. There's only one main channel video that's like currently in production. It's been in production for over a year now. And production, I mean, like working on it actively and then taking about an 11-month break right in the middle of there. But I don't know if that will be released this year or sometime in 2022, but I honestly can't really make any main channel promises at this time since life has gotten hectic. I am finishing up high school, going on to college, so I'm not sure what videos will look like in the future. I want to do stuff over this summer and even at the end of this school year. I've really been more focusing on school and my extracurriculars rather than doing YouTube for a lot of it. But I will say one thing, if you know me in real life, please bother me about MKGP. That is one of the only ways you will get to see me post, because there's just something about being surrounded by people who are telling me to post that makes me want to post. I think that was one of the reasons that I did a lot more YouTube back in the day, because a lot of my friends were doing YouTube and they were all encouraging me to post alongside them. So if you know me in real life, you can bother me about MKGP and maybe the project will get somewhere. Honestly, what motivated me to post this video was seeing my little brother, ECS Productions. You should go subscribe to him. No, wait, don't actually do that. He's got enough. I don't know, just seeing him post and having fun with, his cameraman and some of his friends making videos, that just sort of made me nostalgic for the good old days of actually posting. So I thought I'd throw this video together. It's more of a, my older style of making videos, since it's more off the cuff and just going off on whatever tangent I have prepared today. But that is about it from me. Thank you for tuning in, and have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year if we don't see ya. Anyway, if you like this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe to my main channel, MKGP. This has been MKGP, and I'll see you around. They told me, me and my drum.